Today, I'll walk you through how to create and sell an online course for your WordPress website. And we'll cover it step by step so you can get up and running quickly. Hey there, I'm Christina with WP Beginner, where we teach all about WordPress so you can grow your website and reach your audience. If you find value in this video, we'd love it if you gave it a like. It really does help out. And all the links I talk about, you can find them in the description below. Now note, I'll be covering it step by step from getting up and running with an actual website. So if you already have a website, make sure you click on the timestamps in the description to move forward if you need to. So let's dive in. To get started with Bluehost, you want to go to wpbeginner/refer/Bluehost, and that is our affiliate link. We will get a commission if you use that link first. So once you get set up, you can see this special page, and you see that normally it's about $9 a month, $9 or $10 a month. With this link, you also get a free domain for the first year. You'll also get free SSL certificate, and that's just says SSL stands for Secured Socket Layer, and that just makes sure that your website is secure and encrypted between you and your readers or your visitors. So super important to have, and they already have that automatically. You also get one-click in WordPress installation. So before it was pretty simple to do. It was like a 5-minute installation. Now it's even simpler, and then you get 24/7 support. So you have any issues with your website, they're there to help. So let's go ahead and click on the Get Started Now button. And right out of the gate, I always like to, when I'm sharing this with friends who want to set up a website, they're always like, okay, well, which one do I use? The Choice Plus is probably a little bit too large for you to have to worry about. That's for somebody who's really into several websites and things like that. I would say you want to look at between the Plus and the Basic. And a couple of the major differences between the Basic and the Plus is the Basic, you only get one website, and you have a few other items there to look at. Whereas with the Plus, you get unlimited websites. For this tutorial, I'll simply choose the Basic. Now from here, this is where you create your new domain name or the website where you're going to send people to. So now you can put in what you want your website name to be. And when you click next, it will either come back and let you know if it's available. If it is available, it will give you this big green button or a big green banner that says it's available. If it's not available, they'll give you some ideas of some other website names to try. So scrolling down, you'll want to fill out all of this information. And then when you scroll down to the package information, then this is where you need to make a decision on how much savings you want. And you have your choice between 36 months, 24, or 12 months. And that gives you the separation between 12-month savings worth of savings, and then it resets to the normal amount, or you get 3 years at $275. So something you need to look at. But you notice that the domain name registration is free and the Let's Encrypt is free as well. So just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to do Basic right there. And then scrolling down, there's some package extras, and you really can uncheck all of these. Most of these items you can either choose to do later, or there are plugins or the Legos that I mentioned that you can add on later on if you want. And then scrolling down, you see the total savings for this is at least 50% off. And this is our total amount. So you just want to go through here and enter credit card information. You want to go ahead and read their auto renewal terms. That's just letting you know when it renews, it will renew at the standard price. And you'll want to say that you want to go ahead and read that. And then once you're done reading it, you can submit this. And then once it goes through, actually create your website. Once you get all the information, then Bluehost will go out and install WordPress for you. And this is the back end of it. If we go over here up at the top and we right click and say visit site, and this is our website. We have something that we can already work with and fix it up how we want. So let's do that next. Now, this is the back end of WordPress, and this is where you'll go to every time you want to create a blog post, or if you want to add a plugin. This is the area that you'll see. So you'll get an email with your login information, or you should already have it. Go ahead and keep that somewhere safe so that you don't lose that anywhere. And we can go to dashboard to kind of get an overall view of how our site looks. Now we're going to do a little bit of cleanup because by default, there are a lot of plugins that come pre-installed. It's like when you get a new website or something like that, you already have, or a new phone, you already have plugins or you already have apps that are installed. And that's kind of the same thing that's going on here. So there are some that we do want to keep. Some of our sister company sites are on here, and I'll show you why I think that those are good to keep. But then there's some that we can go ahead and remove. So the best way to do that is we can go into plugins, installed plugins, and this is where you can see them. So I'm going to just come up here and select all plugins, and we want to keep Google Analytics for WordPress by Monster Insights. That allows you to connect Google Analytics with your website so you can see how your site is doing, how much traffic you're getting, and things like that. We also have WP Forms Lite, which is perfect for setting up a contact form or a survey or things like that. So we're going to keep those as well. All these others that we still have checked, those are the ones that we want to get rid of. So under bulk action, we can deactivate them because you need to deactivate them, and then you can remove them. We'll click apply to deactivate all of those. And then I'm going to go under inactive, and I want to delete. So I'm going to highlight all of those and delete all the inactive ones. Okay, taking a look at the front end of our website, this is our website and this is our theme. A theme is the color, the font, the layout of your website, and you can choose how you want that to look through choosing a theme. So let's head back over to our WordPress dashboard, and the way that you pick your themes is you can go to Appearance, Themes, and from here you can see what themes are already installed. For instance, we have active, it's installed and active right now, the 2021 theme, and that's what we just saw. You also have 2019 and 2020. These come, the 2020 series usually comes with the default installation, and it always changes each year with each new theme for WordPress, but you can choose whichever one you want. You can do premium themes, or you can choose themes that are free, and a lot of them are found in the repository. WordPress repository, that's where they verify and make sure all the themes are good to go. So we're going to go to add new. And if you had a premium theme that you purchased from a third party, you would upload it here. But because we're searching for one, you can simply go through all of these, and there are thousands and thousands of them. There are a few ways that you can filter because there's just so many. You can either do by featured. So these are the featured ones that WordPress is featuring right now. You can click on popular, and these are the most popular downloads. Obviously, the 2020s will be popular because they go with each installation. And you can also do a feature filter. So if you know you want a certain layout or a certain feature like e-commerce, things like that, you can pick those from here. So I know which one I want to show you because it's just super easy to install and set up. So we're looking for the Astra theme. This is the one we want, and don't worry, it won't look like this. This is just the beginning of it. So let's go ahead and install this. Now we have the Astra theme installed. I can show you what it looks like real quick, going to our site, doing a quick refresh, and you see it's changed. We know that it's changed. It's still very bare minimum, but that's okay. We're going to fix that right now. Next, we want to download a plugin that will allow us to make our site look exactly like we want from a demo site. So to do that, let's go to plugins, add new, and we're searching for starter template. And this is the plugin that we want to install. So we'll click install now. And once you install it, you also want to activate this plugin. We can scroll down and say see library, or if you ever need to come back to maybe change your theme and do something different with it, you can go to appearance, starter templates to come back to it. From here, you want to select the page builder. We're actually going to say Gutenberg, and Gutenberg is the default page builder with WordPress. And now these are all of the starter templates that you can pick for the Astra theme. And what's perfect is this will bring you up to speed, and it takes off hours of development time or customization time, because as soon as you pick one and you say import this, it will fill out your site and make it look exactly like what you're seeing, which so many others just don't do that. So you can scroll through, see which one that you want. All right, so for this tutorial, I'm going to pick the gardening and landscaping one. And you see right here, you can look through this and you can take a look at the about page, the services, contact, the gallery. These are all the page templates that will be imported. And what we want to do is we can actually preview the garden landscape site to see if that's what we want. You know, scroll through and see it. And yeah, this is the one we'll do. So then what you can do is you can either just import the home or whichever one you're clicked on. For this tutorial, I want to import the complete site. So I want to import everything. So it'll go through the process and it'll say, okay, we're going to import all of these items. Once we import that, we'll let you know when it's done. If you've done this before and you want to change themes, then you want to make sure that you click delete previously imported site. We haven't done that yet, so let's just click import. And if you want to give them your information, you can do that or click skip. And now what that will do is go out and import the images that you see, some of the content, some of the information. You'll create certain pages for you, like the about, contact us, things like that. And then once it's done, we can move on. Great, so that took a couple of minutes and now we can view the site. And this is our actual site. We have a logo up here and I'll show you how to create your own logos. So stick around for that. We have a beautiful background picture. You scroll down, you see all of these great little points of interest for the site, some tabs here, and this is our site. Scrolling up, we also have these new pages that have been installed that we can also adjust, and a gallery if we want to show off some of our images. If you don't like that one, you installed it and you're like, I don't really like that one, then you can go back to the starter template and you can look through and find another one. For instance, maybe we can do the wonderful gift. I've used that one several times as well. So you can keep doing this until you find the theme that's perfect for you to get started with. Yeah, I think I'm more on an adventure site. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to import this one. Now, because I imported the last one, I actually do need to delete the imported site and go ahead and import. Okay, that one took a little bit longer because it had to delete the old items and import the new. So let's visit the site and see what it now looks like. Okay, so this is an adventure site, outdoor adventure site, and I've used this before and I like it, so I'm going to keep this one. Again, we have the About Us, we have services, and when you see that I'm clicking on these menu items, so these are the new pages that it's created. But if you look up into the menu item here, I don't really like this URL structure, this web address structure. That would be really hard to tell people to go to, hey, go to my page _ID equals 1645. So we need to fix that. So I'm going to close these out and we're going to head back over to our WordPress dashboard. We're going to go down to settings and we're going to go to permalinks. And permalinks is simply the way that you structure your website. Under common settings, you see that it's structured like this, which is horrible. What most people use, what I like, is the post name. So it simply is your web address and the post name, like About Us, things like that. I like that much better. If you want, you can choose the day and name or month and name. We try and keep away from months and dates, and post name is really good. So we'll save changes. And now when we go to the site, and if we go to another page, then you see it's much better. It's pulling in the page name into the URL. Much better way to do that. So make sure you save that or change that on your site if you're seeing that as well. Now that we have our site set up exactly how we want, now we need to go ahead and create a course. In order to do that, I'm going to use a plugin called MemberPress. MemberPress is just a great all-in-one memberships website, but they also have an awesome courses add-on that you can use to sell your courses. So you want to head over to MemberPress. Once you create your account and log in, we can go into our dashboard area. Let's go to downloads so we can download the plugin. Once we're here, let's also copy our license key because we'll need that here in a minute. So we can head back over to our dashboard and we want to go to plugins, add new, because we're going to upload this plugin. And instead of searching for a plugin, we're going to click upload, and you can either choose file, or if you've got it down here at the bottom of your taskbar, you can left click and drag it up and click install now. You also want to make sure you stick around to activate the plugin as well. Great. Once it's activated, you'll see a notification that we need to set something up. So let's go ahead and do that next. We now have a MemberPress area on the left, and we just want to hover over it and come down to settings. So we want to add our license key here. So we'll paste it. We'll activate the license key. Should get an indication that everything is good to go. And then the next thing while we're here, we also want to set up payments. Very important to get paid. So let's go under Payments tab. And from here, we can click on the little plus icon. And then here are the gateways that you can do. You can do PayPal Standard, Express, Stripe, and Authorize.net is for Pro and Plus, or you can also do offline. That means if you have like in-person courses, then they'll just pay you and you don't go through anything on your site. But let's go ahead and set up the PayPal Standard. You can name this. Give the name of your PayPal email. Make sure you click update options and now your payments will be available. Great. Now that we are set up for accepting payments, we need to create our first course. And you see over on the left, we have this courses area here. we can click on courses. You could scroll down and say just install and activate the MemberPress courses area, and it'll add the add-on, and it comes with your MemberPress subscription. Right, once it's installed and activated, now we'll see this. And don't worry, we will cover these two items. Those are very important once we create the course. We'll do those next, but for now I'm going to exit out of that and exit out of that. Now we want to create our course. So what is it that you're wanting to sell to your audience? This is where we can go in and create it all. Remember, you want to create a course around something that you know or something that you're familiar with that will help other people. We're doing just a quick how to make a WordPress site. So we're going to add that as the title. This will be the description of the course. From here, you can add images. Going to upload an image. Cool. So I've made all of that. And then we want to come over here to our little gear icon because we want to be under courses so we can make sure that we're setting this up properly. So scrolling down, you can also add course tags and course categories. You can do course tag as well. And up here, we can also go under curriculum, and this is where we can start adding our sections to the course. So I'm going to add a section. We're going to name it. So how to get started with WordPress. We'll do lesson names in a minute. I'm going to add more sections here. Now that we have all the sections, we also want to add our lessons. So under the section of getting started with WordPress, maybe one of the lessons that we have is why choose WordPress to make a website. We're going to add that. And once it adds that lesson name, now we can work with it. So if you hover over it, now you have a little eyeball where you can preview it. You can delete it if you've made a mistake. But here we're going to check on the little pencil, and we want to save the items first, and then we can go in and make changes to that lesson. So now we're actually going to work on this lesson. And this is where you add everything about this lesson, why they should choose WordPress, all of that. You can also add and embed video or Twitter feeds or anything else that helps the user learn this lesson. You can fit all of this in here. Okay, and now that we have created our lesson, we can update the lesson. And then up here, we can go back to how to make a WordPress website course. So we'll click on that. If by chance you don't see this up here, then you can always go to MemberPress courses to see all of your courses that you're working on. So now what you want to do is just go through and add all of the lessons. Once you're finished with it all, go ahead and click publish and say publish again. And this has gone out and created this. And now we can view the course and see what it looks like. Really cool website. Now we have our course curriculum. Had we added more lessons, we would see that here where we could click start. The next step we need to do is right now it's viewable to anybody. Anybody who comes to your website and clicks on this, they can actually take this course. So the next step we want to do is we want to go ahead and lock it down for only the people who are buying your course. So let's close out of this. And what we want to do is we want to create a membership. And the membership just means it's a membership for maybe just this one course, or if you're creating a whole membership setup where you have multiple courses connected to different membership sites, you can do that. But I'm just going to show you how to set up a quick membership that you'll tie this course to so that people can pay. So under MemberPress on the left, let's go to memberships, and we just need to create one. I'm just going to call it basic. So we're going to click add new, call it basic, and that'll be specific to that one course. Over on the right, we want to decide how much to charge. You want to decide if you want it to be a recurring or a one-time fee. And do they get access for a lifetime? Is there an expiration date on the course? And then you can give it some information and add some media as well. Next, we need to scroll down to the membership area. And from here, you can change what the button says. You can even choose to enable a custom thank you page. And this would be the thank you page here. Or if you want to enable a custom one where you actually send them to a page, you can do that here. So we'll do thank you. And don't worry, I'll show you how you can do a really nifty and easy way to do a thank you page here in a second. That is the basics that we need to do. So let's go ahead and click publish. And now we've created the course, we've created the membership. Now we need to tie them together by using a rule. And the rule will say only people in this membership of basic will have access to the course. So let's do that next. Under MemberPress, we're looking for rules. So let's click on the rules section and let's go ahead and click add new. And then this is the quick rule setup. So for this, we're just wanting to set up a rule for that single course. So under the selection, we can do, as you see, we can do all content, anything that's categorized a certain way. So that's where those categories and tags come in. You can do all posts, you can do so much. But for this one, we just want to do a single course. So scrolling all the way down, single course. Now it's going to go out and find all of our courses. You can start typing it and it'll search for all of our courses. And then this is the one we want. And you need to give it access conditions. So how do you want them to access it? By membership and the basic membership. So let's go ahead and save this rule. Cool. Now we have the course, we have membership, we have a rule. So now what we need to do is go ahead and set up a link so that people can see and get access to register for this course. To do that, you can go to memberships and you can either view this. And if you see down here, as I'm hovering over view, that is our URL for this. We can simply right click and copy the link address. You can also click edit and just copy it here if you want. And you can add this link anywhere. I'm going to open this up in an incognito window and add this here. So this is the registration page basically for the membership site. So basic WordPress, of course, walks you through all of this. This is the price. This is the registration. And we changed the button to say Learn WordPress. So this gives them how to register for the course. So now you can have anybody come and register for this. Now, the other cool part is they have all of your courses under one section. This will come in handy when you have multiple courses. You can simply go to your website's address /courses, and it will show all of your courses in a really nice format to your users. And once you create the course and get it set up, you want to start selling it. One of the best ways to do that is to set up a sales page. You can get started with their free version, but to show you everything that you can do with it, I'm going to show you SeedProd's paid version. So I quickly installed it, added my license key, and you see all of this. So what we want to do is we want to come down to landing page. Let's click add new. And from here, they have tons. Like I said, the free version will give you a few templates to choose from, and then the pro version gives you so much more. So we're doing a sales page for our course. You can choose which one you want to start with. I'm going to choose this one, and then we're going to name it. You can name it whatever you want, and we can save it and start editing the page. And so now what we can do is we can go through this, and it's a beautiful landing page that we can get started to sell people on wanting to buy this course. So with this, you just say sign up, and we'll click that to go to that registration page that we have. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to right click on the URL address and come back here to the sign up. We can the link that we want to send them to, and you can do the same throughout all of these. Great features that already give us everything that we need to show them how to set everything up. We're going to change that one as well to this, and that looks really good. You could even change out all of these images. You can either delete it, and you can either use your own image, or they have amazing stock images that you can choose from to add here to give it a little more personalized look. What's cool about it is down here you can say undo or redo. They have revisions. You can look and see how it looks on mobile, so you get a really good look and feel on how this is going to convert. So SeedProd allows you to create amazing sales page, and then you could also create a thank you page. Like once they log into this, you can create a thank you page. So once we get this done, we can publish it, and we want to see the live page. Now, this is the live sales page for sending them to our sign up for the course. So when they click on sign up, now they can go through the process and create their username and password and purchase. And now make sure you watch this video next as I walk you through how to create a landing page. We'll go in a little bit more in depth on how to set up SeedProd, how to set up the landing page for your course, and so much more. And I'll see you over there.